My sister seems to think she's entitled to my trust fund and lied to try and get it. There's a bit of backstory to this, and I'm not sure what's relevant, but I'm sure you'll tell me if I blather on too much. Mostly I just need to rant. My 38F family is a little messed up. I essentially had 5 parents and 3 different groups of siblings. It's a bit much. As a child, I was living in the US with my adoptive parents and a lot of shit went down that wasn't great, so I moved back to the UK when I was 9. I had a lot of trauma and the beginnings of a rather serious drug problem, and so my US dad set up a trust for me before he died so that anything mental health related was paid for and I didn't have to stress about being able to sort myself out as I got older. It's been rather handy over the last 30 years, paying for a home when I was a teenager, therapy, rehab. Basically anything needed to help me not die. At some point in my teenage years, I made contact with my biological parents and their other kids, and was welcomed back into the fold. Some of my full siblings had issues with this, fair enough, it was a big change to everyone's lives. My little sister, now early 30s, apparently found it particularly hard, and so we've never got along and have been NC for almost a decade. This has become particularly apparently in recent weeks after she contacted the solicitors who are in control of the trust, pretending to be from a rehab facility in the US. She sent them an invoice for a 3-month stay, requesting payment to the bank account of a friend of hers in the US. The first I heard about this was a phone call from said solicitors offering their commiseration that I was due to enter the facility, wishing me luck and double-checking the details. I am livid. This is tens of thousands of pounds that she's tried to steal from me, money that she has absolutely no right to. She never met my adoptive parents, she's not owed any money from them, she's lived a perfectly normal life with both of her parents, her other siblings, holidays, uni paid for, no big dramas. And she thinks she can just take from me because she wants to buy a house and thinks I should help her out because I ruined her childhood. Except she can't even just ask, she has to try and steal it. I have no idea what to do about this, because if I go to the police then it'll create even more drama in the family that I could do without, and I feel like that's exactly what she wants. Our parents will side with her, and she knows it. I don't want to give her the satisfaction, but I'm just so mad that she chose this specific way to try and take what's not hers. It feels like such a low blow. Obviously she's getting sweet FA, but WTF? ETA, because a few people have asked. My father had to bail me out of a shitty situation a couple years ago, which included getting a flight to another country to come and get me. Obviously I insisted he accept reimbursement for his flights despite him not needing the money, so he would have had the details of my solicitors and the fund from that time. My sister often visits my parents, so I suspect she would have seen the information in my dad's office at some point. I've certainly never mentioned the fund to any of my siblings.
Relevant comments. Triceratopsandfundip. You really should go to the police. If she had the audacity to do this, there is no stopping her from escalating even more. If your parents side with her, that is also useful information. You cannot trust them, and should be very careful around them, if not just cut them off. Do not let these people treat you like this. Family or not, you deserve respect. Lucky_theory_31. What Triceratopsandfundip said above. Also, this is not probably the first time she tried fraud, scam and identity theft. Other family members have also probably suffered from it. These scammers often try with family first because it's easier to get family information to set up duplicate accounts. Might want to run a credit check on yourself as well. La la la. Wire/bank fraud is a felony. Let your solicitor be the bad guy and go after her. Meanwhile, do whatever is necessary to lock down your personal information. Freeze your credit info. Change all of your passwords. Add an extra level of protection to your trust.
Update. I guess. So this got pretty overwhelming pretty quickly. I'm balancing getting things done and tied up with not losing my mind, which is always fun. Solicitors are reporting everything for me, as they are indeed required to do. Turns out I'd misunderstood and thought I had to get involved, but no, it's all on them, and I'm going to just let what happens happens. I'll be setting up a meeting at some point to go through all of the transactions made over the last 20 years or so just to make sure nothing else nefarious has gone on. Thanks everyone for the reassurance. I'm not doing something wrong by wanting this sorted, but I'd appreciate a little less speculation on my life and the role my parents play in it if you could manage that. Smiley face. Update 2. I don't like to leave a story unfinished, so even if no one is interested, I'm just gonna leave this here. A final update about my sister feeling like she's entitled to my money and attempting to steal it from me. So after months of pretty much just waiting, it turns out absolutely nothing is going to happen. No charges, no consequences, no official acknowledgement beyond a few "we understand your frustration" emails. The friend whose bank account my sister tried to funnel the money into has been fully cleared. It would seem that they had no idea what was going on. The police spoke to them early on, and it apparently became obvious quickly that they weren't actually involved. The US police won't take it any further because no actual funds were transferred, so there was no financial loss, and because my sister is in the UK. The UK police have closed their side of things as well because the US cops aren't interested, so she just gets away with being an arse once again, I guess. Person shrugging, light skin tone. So, that's that. 9 months of paperwork and stressful meetings with solicitors and one minor, mental breakdown, only to be told it's essentially gone nowhere, which is pretty anger-inducing but also kinda expected. Somehow that woman gets away with bloody everything. We haven't spoken, and we won't. I'm not sure what my parents' involvement with her is these days, but I know they won't be expecting us to be in the same room as one another again, so I guess that's some level of support? No contact prevails. Woo.
Relevant comment. Lap Steelgetter. Time for a new bank, one that she does not know about.
OP. Solicitors have closed everything down and made it effectively inaccessible for anyone but myself and my husband, so we should be good on that front. Yay.